Hey guys, it's Maddie and welcome back to my channel. This weekly vlog, we are going to be focusing on physical health. So if you've watched my last few vlogs, I've been kind of like down in the dumps, not doing so great like mentally, but finally it's kind of getting on the up and I'm feeling better in my mental space, which is always a good thing. So now that I don't have to worry as much about keeping my mental health sane, I am able to focus on other aspects of my life and not feel as drained. So I want to get back onto my working out routine and just focusing on my food, my physical health in general. So this morning we started off with a leg workout and I kept it pretty simple because I don't want to overdo it. I want to just kind of ease into it. I don't want to work out until the point where I can't walk because I want this to be sustainable and able to keep up with my lifestyle. And I have a fairly physical job, so if I can't walk, then we have some issues. And if I'm sore during my job, then that's not ideal either. So I just walked on the treadmill at a little incline for I think 20 minutes, and then I did some of those like Bulgarian split squats. I did 10 on each leg and repeated that twice, and then I did a side plank with like leg raises, and I did that 10 times each leg and repeated that twice as well, and then did a lot of stretching and rolling afterwards because I think that's where my downfall is. I don't focus so much on my stretching and my cool down, and then that's why I get super sore. And as for nutrition, this morning I had a yogurt bowl with strawberries, peanut butter, and granola. And my favorite protein coffee. This has been a staple for the last couple weeks now, and it is honestly life-changing. I love it. It is so easy, so simple, and it tastes so good. My milk frother has been one of the best purchases I've ever gotten, so I highly recommend one if you don't have one already. They're fairly inexpensive. I have a Keurig one and it works great. Last night, like Sunday, for supper, something happened that I've never experienced before, and this might not seem like a big deal to some of you, but if you've struggled with eating in one way or another, you might appreciate this. As I was putting my food on my plate, I thought to myself, I'm really not that hungry, so I'm going to have smaller portions, still have a bit of everything, but just not as much because I don't feel that hungry. Like I'm hungry, but not starving where I need to put an average amount on my plate. I can cut back a little bit. I have never had that thought in my life. I would have just went through the motions, putting how much I usually would on my plate and then going about eating. But no, I had like that mind-body connection where I was in tune with my body and knew where my hunger levels were at. And that is a huge step, especially in binge eating recovery. I think being aware of where your hunger is and honoring that and not forcing myself to eat everything and not overfilling my plate and being part of the clean plate club. Like I knew I could always go back for seconds, but I didn't have to. And like, it was just crazy. I've never experienced that before. So that is a huge win in my opinion. Anyways, it's kind of a crappy day outside. So I think I'm just gonna stay in, do some cleaning, some organizing, maybe read for a bit. But I want to take the dogs for a walk this afternoon. So I will check back in when something else is going on. For lunch, I like to keep it nice and simple and usually pretty like on the lighter side. I don't like a heavy lunch because I do have to go to work after, so I don't like feeling like weighed down. So today I am making ramen. Usually I just use leftovers, so in here I have some carrots, some sugar snap peas, and then I'm going to add a pack of udon noodles, some pork brisket, tenderloin, can't remember exactly what that is. We had it for dinner last night. And then I just made a little honey garlic sauce. It is all done and I'm so excited to eat this. It smells so good, but it's so easy, and you can even top with like little sesame seeds, which I do not have, but I would use if I did. Very hot right now, so I'm gonna give it a minute and then I'll eat it. I have moved upstairs. I would like to reorganize my closet because I'm not happy with how it is. My closet's not set up the best. It's like you can see it, but then it goes a little bit deeper because I have a slanted ceiling. So there's like a little nook that goes behind the wall. And I only have one top shelf and one rack. So what I think I'm gonna do is move my bookcase into the bottom there, and then I think I'm going to fold my sweaters and put some on like the top two shelves, and then find some baskets to put on the bottom for just like random things. I don't really know. We're gonna see how it looks. I have finished my closet as of right now. So up top we have jeans and then just a duffel bag with a bunch of other bags in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet with those clothes hangers. And then we have this bookshelf on top. It's kind of dark, sorry. But just my crystals and my Spirit Junkie, like little manifestation, I don't even know, what are these called? Affirmation cards. A little 31 tote with just like some random stuff in there. And then top shelf is hoodies, second shelf is crew necks, and then bottom shelf is barn sweaters. And then I have one of those like little shoe organizers with random things, mostly like bathing suits in there. And then I have another bag, a pair of running shoes back there, nothing too exciting. And then I have this little holder, nothing is in it besides my purse and a fanny pack. And then just on the back of the door is my like little Lululemon wallet type situation, wristlet thing. And over here's my desk. It's very empty right now. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it, but if you have never used a yoga ball as a desk chair type thing, I highly recommend it. It is so much better for my back and my core, and I don't slouch. My posture is so much better. I did a quick sweep of my room and I'm pretty happy with it for right now. Again, it's kind of like always a work in progress. I don't think I'll ever be done, but for right now, I'm happy with how it is. So I have gotten into this very annoying habit where when I have to work, I want to take a nap before, and it's not that I'm so tired I need to nap. It has simply become, the doggies are excited. It has simply become a habit, and just I get into the routine of it, and I want to start breaking that. So it's about 2:30 and I'm gonna head out for a walk with the dogs. Come here. And like, I have nothing against a midday nap. If you need a nap, take a nap. But I know I don't. I know it's just because that's what I've let myself do. And instead of doing something productive, I just want to lay in bed and relax. But it honestly makes me feel worse, and I want to replace that with something more beneficial. So I'm gonna put on a podcast and head out for a walk. I'm gonna listen to Mari Llewellyn's latest podcast with Dr. Amen, I think it's Amen, on her pursuit of wellness. So wish us luck. Happy Tuesday. Oh my God, it's like 6:30. I slept in a little bit later than I wanted, but it's fine. My glutes are quite sore from yesterday's leg workout, but today I'm trying to decide if I want to run or do arms. I think I'm going to do an arm workout. So let's get dressed and head to the basement. The sides of my butt really hurt. They're very sore. Look how pretty, Sully! Look how pretty! What do you think, puppies? What do you think? I am cooking dinner for Dustin and I for tonight after I'm done work, and one of my favorite and most easy go-to meals is homemade shepherd's pie. So I'm going to start by peeling and cooking my potatoes. And I'm also going to defrost a pound of, I think this is pork, but you can use literally whatever you want. Ground beef, turkey, lamb, pork, chicken, whatever your heart desires. One of my favorite things about making a shepherd's pie or shepherd's pie-esque meal is you can add whatever you want. So in here I have carrots, peas, corn, and celery, which I think typically go into a shepherd's pie, but I've also added some red pepper because I had some I needed to use up. So this is more like of a dump and go, if you will. I didn't do a workout per se. I went for a walk with my friend, and it's a really great time for me to like catch up with her. She actually just lives like right down the road from me, and she got a new puppy. So it's a good time to like socialize, get some movement in. And oh my gosh, my legs are still pretty sore, so I didn't want to push it and tire myself out too much, especially because tomorrow I am doing chores in both the morning and the night. So that leads me into what I'm gonna do next, and that is meal prep some overnight oats. So I have a super quick and easy breakfast just to kind of eat before I have to go for chores, or even after, depending how hungry I am. To be honest, I don't really measure a lot when it comes to overnight oats, but I'm gonna start with a cup of oats, a couple tablespoons of chia seeds. These have really good omega-3, I think, like some good fats to them. A couple scoops of collagen powder. This also has quite a bit of protein in it as well. And then the last dry ingredient is just a bit of cinnamon. To that, I'm gonna add quite a bit of milk, and honestly, I just eyeball this until it looks good. I'm also gonna top it off with a little bit of Greek yogurt. You could leave it just like this, but I am going to add some frozen berries. This is just a mix pack that I keep in my freezer. In here are strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, but I actually think I picked out most of the blueberries. That is it, and that literally took me like 4 minutes to make, and it's just gonna sit in the fridge, and it's so easy just to grab in the morning. This made a lot more than I thought, so I probably won't eat this all before milking, but since it's supposed to be cold, I'll just leave it in my vehicle and eat it afterwards or bring it home. Whatever I end up doing, I have lots. And I might actually even top it off with some bananas in the morning. You could add peanut butter to this, some Nutella, whatever your heart desires. There are so many options for overnight oats, and it's just so easy and it's so good. You can do all types of different flavor combos, whatever you like, or even plain too, if you're just looking for something simple. Happy Thursday. It is 10 o'clock and I just got home not too long ago from morning chores. So I've been up since 3:30 and I'm exhausted and I just want to go to bed. But I'm going to prove to myself that I can do hard things and I'm going to go for a run on the treadmill. Today is week 4, day 3 of my 5-kilometer run training plan type situation. So we have interval running again. So it's a 3-minute run, 2-minute walk, 5-minute run, 2-minute walk, 3-minute run, 2-minute walk, and we'll repeat that twice for a total of 24 minutes. But you know what's getting me through this run and what makes me so excited? Rebecca Yarros just announced book 3 of the Empyrean series. It is called Onyx Storm. So if you don't know, Rebecca Yarros is an author, the author who wrote Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and those are 2 of my most favorite books of all time. And after I finished Iron Flame, I was in a huge book slump. I cried. I genuinely cried tears after finishing that book because I had such a big book hangover and depression, and I was going through it. But just today, March 28th, she announced book 3, so there has been, pre-order is now open on Indigo, Amazon, wherever you can buy books. So, of course, I had to pre-order it, but I actually pre-ordered it a couple days ago, or yesterday, or the day before, because I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook and they were talking about it, and on Amazon they noticed that Red Towers, that's the publishing company, posted this book, no cover, no title, no author, just that it was being released in January of 2025. And everyone's like, we think this is the 3rd book. It has to be the 3rd book. What else could it be? So a bunch of us pre-ordered it just hoping that it was what we thought it was. And it is! I am so excited. It is literally 10 months away still, but I can't wait. It's just, I'm so excited. But yeah, anyways, let's get this run done. I'm all out of sorts, but yeah, let's go run. Let's go run on the treadmill. It is much later. It's 2:30 now, and I just woke up from my nap. But it's so nice out, so I feel kind of bad sleeping the day out. I didn't sleep the day away. I also finished my book. I read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I really like this book. I'm going to talk more about it in my book wrap-up video, but Cole was so irrelevant. He didn't even feel like Pike's son. So that part wasn't weird to me, but it was kind of a wholesome book. I really liked this, and yeah, there was some weird parts to it, and stuff I was like, oh boy, oh dear, we're going here. We're going to this territory. But overall, I liked it. So it was a nice book. A nice book. I didn't think I'd use those words to describe it. But frick, I need a coffee, because I am still tired and I have to go back and do chores in an hour. Let's make a coffee. And some greens. Let's do some greens too. Let's just do the whole 9 yards, because why not? I just finished a little 30-minute walk on the treadmill and then did a couple abs, and then I had an everything shower. It was much overdue. One thing I want to get better at is taking omega-3. I have this giant ass bottle and it's like pretty full still, but this is really good for joints, brain health, skin, hair, nails. So I'm gonna try to take 2 of these a day. I just need to find a good time because I always forget to take them. So I don't know if I want to start doing it in the morning, right after my shower, before I go to bed. I don't know. But cheers to taking vitamins. I don't take any other like multivitamins or any other supplements. This is it. So I figure I can take 2 of these horse pills a day.